New year means it's time for a new Supermassive Games teaser. This time it's set in what might be the mess hall of the Cassiopeia? I'm guessing that based entirely on the fact that a mess hall seems like the most logical place to be holding a party, since that's where the cake is kept segregated from the rest of the ship, lest all the icing wind up gunking up something important. So, what can we learn from the image? First off, I'm guessing this isn't a very well-made ship, or at least one that didn't have a ton of thought put into worst-case scenarios. I'm specifically talking about these stools at the table, which don't seem to be affixed to anything, based on the way this one is turned at an angle. Obviously, you hope for everything to be completely smooth on your interstellar journey. But let's say something goes wrong, which is, the plot of the game. Do you want chairs flying at your head while you're trying to get into an escape pod? You're already going to have to deal with fist fighting some circus freaks and a gorilla when you get to the pod, so why add stools to your list of obstacles? I'm wondering what's going on with these slots over here. Assuming the bench is about 6 feet long, bench size, those are probably 1.5 feet wide each, so maybe cupboard or closet? There's 6 of them, so each crew member gets a place to store some stuff? How many people are on this ship, anyhow? Now, what's going on with this blue exit guy sign? What is he supposed to be communicating to the person using the ship? Normally, that sign lets you know that you're looking at a way out of a building, either by putting it on a door or an illuminated sign next to one. Here, it's just kind of hanging out on a wall near, but in no way attached to or indicating a door. Odd choice. It's even pointing away from the door, which just adds to the confusion. I guess what I'm saying is, I would not fly on a ship run by the Corinth Corporation if given the opportunity to do so. Finally, let's take a look at the sign itself, which has something interesting to suggest. Is the gravity in this scene super low, or even turned off? As we can see, the string goes up and down more than once over its length, which can't happen if there's any meaningful amount of gravity on the ship. Okay, maybe that's not a string and is like relatively solid wire. Even if that's the case, the cacuwampus orientation of the letters wouldn't be possible no matter how rigid the wire they're attached to is. So it looks like one of two things has happened here. Either this is a shot of a ship with no gravity yet, maybe because this is before everybody has woken up, or there's a powerful wind blowing through the room, and this is just a frozen moment. Low gravity seems like the more obvious explanation, and hell, maybe the stools are magnetically attached to the floor? Maybe everything is flipping on in anticipation of people waking up, and the lights turn on before the gravity does? Honestly, how cool would it be just to have a shot where the sign is kind of like floating all weirdly, and then the gravity flips on, and then it goes down to hanging normally like it would in Earth gravity? That would be a pretty solid visual. But more importantly, who put this sign up and when did they do it? Did one person wake up early and prepare a surprise party? Did a robot do it? Or, and this is the weirdest option, did the last person in the crew to go into suspended animation set it up before napping out in the hopes of delighting everyone? Hopefully we find out sooner rather than later. Seriously though, release date hint when? We're on tenterhooks here, Supermassive, waiting as patiently as each of us is able. For now though, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for watching. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more of those buttons coming up to help with that, questions, comments, related whatnots, go in the comment section below the video. If you'd like to play a game while you're waiting, Clown in the Woods is always available for free on itch.io. I'm going to see you back here for more 80/20 news as it becomes available. But until then, I'll say that's right. Au revoir.